be receiving a package. That package are two basic elements: the bass belt and the Xoggl goggle. So I'll show you how to put it on and enjoy, or meditate, or both. So what you want to do is unstrap the Velcro straps from their stored position, and it's usually easiest to connect the goggle prior to putting the belt on. Otherwise, you're going to be doing a lot of reaching around. So plug the X USB into the X USB port. With the USB symbol facing this way. Don't put any other USB stuff in here. This is a special USB. Plug the headphone jack into the headphones. And that's it for the setup. So the easiest way to do it is to pre-fasten your goggles to your head. Take the strap, pass it behind you. Put it in the small of your back, just above your root chakra. Apply the Velcro and make sure there's a generally tight fit. It's usually advisable to place the cord behind you. Now, the headphones included, there's a left and a right, clearly marked on the headphones. So you can pass the left behind you. Position strap. Straps are adjustable for different head sizes. And make sure you don't have the headphones trapped. So you want everything to be comfortable as possible before starting the meditation. So what we have here is an on-off switch, two on-off switch. The one at the bottom is for the bass belt, or for the actual bass module. The one at the top is to start playing music. So you can operate the music independently of the bass, but if you want the feedback from the bass frequencies to go into your body, then usually it's the best to have them both on at the same time. So start by flipping both switches towards your body. That will turn both units on. As you can see, everything's on, everything's powered, and we're going through the startup sounder, which you'll hear every time you turn on the unit. So you put your headphones in, place your goggles down, adjust them, and make sure that you're in a safe place. Best is either to have a empty spot on the floor where you can sit down, or a handy chair. chair is kind of the best because it's relaxing and you don't have to put as much effort into holding your posture, and it reinforces the bass frequencies. It kind of makes them strong. So what we have here on the unit are 5 buttons. So these 5 buttons you're going to have to learn by touch if you want to adjust in the middle of your meditation sequence. So we got, starting from the outer, volume down. That goes all the way down to the minimum setting. Volume up goes all the way to the max setting. And as you increase the volume, you're going to increase the bass frequencies that you're going to feel from the belt. Then you have mute, which mutes but does not pause the music. So that's in case you want to listen for anybody that's sneaking around you as you're meditating. So next you have the track next and track previous. Previous is 4th, next is 5th. So it lets you skip ahead or back 1 track. You'll get used to it. So next I'll show you the basics of operations offline. In other words, how do you recharge it? How do you load music onto it? So what we have here is the charge port. So due to time and whatever restraints, you got a USB-B micro. I've thrown in a cord for you. That's basically how you charge it. So put the USB cord, the regular USB, into any type of charging receptacle. I recommend the high current iPad charger from Apple, because it's very quick, and the sucker has 4 giant lithium-ion batteries in it, so it takes probably overnight to charge it from when it actually stops operating because it's lost its charge. So make sure you get the proper orientation and stick it into the port. So you're going to have the yellow light indicating charging. Once it's green, you're all set. Usually, as I said, it usually takes about 8 hours. So overnight, next day, you'll have a green light. So just unplug it, and you're all set to go. Now for the loading of your own music. So you got a little Velcro enclosure here. As you lift up both flaps, you'll see the SD card. So just press and remove the little SD chip. Don't drop it. But if you do, it'll be fun. It's pretty tough. So along with the SD card, you'll have a micro SD reader that you can put into any SD slot in your computer. So card and slide it into the little receptacle. Place it into any SD slot on your computer, and we'll show you the rest on a computer. So here we go with SD loaded into your slot on your computer. So you'll see that the micro SD card pops up in an Explorer window, and you have a number of files and folders. So what's most important right now is the music folder. So that has the all the music, and it's formatted due to programming constraints in a trackxx.mp3. So you need to rename all of your music into this format. And again, due to programming restraints, we're looking at usually about 30 tracks right now, just due to memory constraints. So I've thrown in a utility that will enable you to batch rename 30 tracks. Real simple. So go back to the root directory of the SD card, and you'll see this little ERU setup. Drag that to your desktop, copy it, and you'll get a window such as this. Accept the agreement. Next. Don't install a Windows Explorer extension. Install. Finish. And you'll see this really cool thing pop up. So I have a special file in here that will allow you to have everything set up previously for the format. So we got a name and suffix. So what you want to do is file, open, and this Xoggl music 10. It's a preset, so that it will rename everything with track, and then numbering starting at 1, and it will copy the location to a new folder. So you'll want to go to your music folder, select the folder of the music that you need to load in, and right now I'm only configuring it to accept MP3s, so it's advisable to get an MP3 converter if you want to load in your own music. And typically you'll want to move everything to one folder on your computer before batch renaming, just so that everything's in the same area. And then go ahead and select all of the MP3s that you want. Select them all, and then it's going to copy them into a new folder, rename them, copy them, not move onto a new folder. When you hit rename, got 11 that'll go right now. It's churning and yearning, burning for the cup. Green light flashes, the lights go out. So it takes a little bit. Move and copy the files. So we're all done. Should be a new music folder in here. Music 2. Open that up. Bingo, you have tracks 1 through 11. So that's ready to rename, ready to load into your primary music folder. So what the system reads is this music, just plain music. So whatever's in this folder will be played on the unit. So don't change the name of this. You can have as many other music folders as you want to store other music. It's a pretty big card. But if you get tired of the music that's in here, just copy and cut all of this into another folder. Once this is empty, you just go into your other folders, select, and then move into the regular music folder. Then you'll be all set to shove it into the bass belt and start meditating with your new music. Simple? It's not that simple, but message me if you have any questions. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, there it is. So we're going to load the chip back into the unit. Click. Secure to Velcro. Then once you turn the unit on, should be able to go through and play. And one thing about the unit is that if the headphones are not plugged in, you're not going to get a light show. So make sure that the headphones are plugged in. Once they are, you get the full light show. So another cool thing about this is that we have these two left and right indicators. So it's bump up the volume and go ahead a couple of tracks. Okay, so there's a loud track relatively. So you can see that the left and right knobs are flashing along with the loudest portion of volume. So these are actually knobs that you can twist, and they increase and decrease the sensitivity of the left and right channels. So when it's all the way up, you get a lot of response from the music levels. When it's all the way down, you get no response. So you can actually tune the levels to your particular choice. So you get a little bit more subtle visuals with the lowest setting. The highest setting, you get a lot of reactivity. So on quiet music, you can adjust it so that it's low. Loud music so that it's high, or opposite. It'll get obvious once you start using it more.